Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's get back into it.
I swear
Let's finish this.
A handful of dirt and snip it back there. I didn't. You did. I saw you. Fine. It smells good, like fallen leaves and sunlight. Aren't elves supposed to be close to nature? Figuratively. We don't stuff our noses in it.
Kill them all! Get this scrub off me!
Love it! On it.
Moving on.
Destroy the bees.
Oh man, there's just a big battle everywhere. Guys need help with that armored ogre? I guess not.
As you wish. Right.
A note. Drake's Fall. Alright. Sigrid, come here, I need you. Oh, it's gone. Okay, never mind then. Balana, you can level up. You're almost maxed out on good skills, Balana. Like, completely maxed out. Oh shit. There's a high dragon here. We got him. Good job, team. That's the way to keep the dragon down.
On it. Right. I'm glad to see that you are well, sister.
Oh, Sereni. Oh, thank Mythal you're still alive. What has the Architect done to you? Why are you with him?
The Architect is kind to me and tender, and he has told me his plan. The Darkspawn are just like us. The Architect has freed them, and they search for a place in this world, just like the Dalish are searching. Everything he's done to help his people. You can respect that, can't you, sister?
This is crazy. Talk some sense into her.
Sereni, they killed our friends and so many others. Don't you remember?
I do. And this is why I must help them. They are like children come into the world with no understanding of what is good and fair. They have a bestial nature, but I've seen them overcome it. They just need to be shown how.
I can't believe I wanted to help you. I mean, well, let's think about this for a second. I mean, the Darkspawn are kind of like, these Darkspawn anyways, are kind of like pit bulls in a way. They have a very bestial nature to them that is ingrained in them. But not all pit bulls are bad. Not all Darkspawn could be bad, supposedly. But I feel like a very good majority of them would be bad. And they'd just be looking to start another blight. So I'm on the side of no, we aren't gonna try to make the Darkspawn smarter and live among us. That's not gonna happen. And you can see the taint that's happened to her. You can see the taint that she has suffered from just because she's been around the Darkspawn. So because of that, the Darkspawn have no place in this world. They taint everything they touch. I can't believe I wanted to help you.
The Architect is waiting for me, and for you. He will explain everything. You will see, as I have seen.
No, don't go. As you wish.
I think I can help with that.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Kill him!
Let's get started.
Oops. Alright, who threw that fireball? Looks like we're not done yet. Now we are.
Right.
What are these? Crystal.
On it.
Oh, cool. This opened up. Another crystal. So I'm guessing we're gonna need, what, 12 crystals left? Well, 11 now. Why can't you open it up? There we go.
This should be easy enough.
I think we should dally. Here.
As you wish.
How did that die way over here?
And so we meet again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin. I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself. Fate, however, intervened.
I escaped, you mean?
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding that occurred with the rest of your order.
A misunderstanding. Did you not attack the Grey Wardens?
I sent the Wizards to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
You wanted our help? For what?
My kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods. This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated. To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
You're trying to stop the blights?
Hundreds of thousands of my kind are killed before each blight is ended. It is a plague on our race. We do not begin a blight because we crave power or destruction. We obey the call of the old gods without choice.
Why do you need Warden's blood?
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform. Similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens. You take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
But let me guess, there's still a problem.
Once they are freed, the Darkspawn think for themselves. They speak, they act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed and they rage against me. The Mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the Mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
This reeks of stupid. The last thing we need is more Darkspawn thinking for themselves.
Darkspawn or no, He has a good point. Do we really want to keep killing each other forever?
This is what my sister saw. An ally amongst the Darkspawn. This is an opportunity we cannot pass up.
Help me kill the Mother. And after it is done, I will leave to continue my work.
What is this Mother exactly?
My most flawed creation. Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
How did you become freed?
I was born as I am, an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why do some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to be freed.
And how would they know when the choice has been deprived of them? Without choice, there is only one path before them, and that leads to the Blight. I believe there is another way.
Stealing blood from Wardens is perverse.
I thought it little different from your Order's use of Darkspawn blood. We both do what we must in response to the Blight. The first blood came from Uther, freely given.
Uther is a Grey
She
Warden?
was a Grey Warden, as you are, and joined us many years ago.
I don't know. Because he's had failed experiments. The Mother is a failed experiment. So... I feel like the Blight can't be saved. I mean, the Darkspawn can't be saved. That's what I feel like. I feel like this guy isn't even a part of the Darkspawn race, the Architect. He doesn't look like a Darkspawn at all. He just looks like a deformed human. But my teammates want to be an ally of this guy. I don't want to be an ally of this guy. Sigrun definitely doesn't want to be an ally of this guy. I'm gonna say no. No. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I want to say yes, but I need to say no. I want to say yes, but I need to say no. No, I will not help you. This ends here.
No! The Architect is a visionary. Don't be foolish.
But we could have stopped this cycle of blights and old gods.
How very unfortunate. But I cannot blame you. You are as bound to your nature as we are to ours. I am sorry, Uther. It appears that I will not be able to keep my promise after all. You will have to forgive me, Commander, for fighting to preserve my destiny.
You're mine!
Uther's down. Robes of the Architect. Belt of the Architect. I'm sorry, Villana. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, Nathaniel.
This should be easy enough.
See, it seems like a good deal at the start, but when you really think about it, it's not. Nathaniel? Secret? Cool. Yeah.
This should be easy enough.
Bring it on.
This should be easy enough. On it.
Sweet.
Darkspawn approach.
Right.
Yeah, see, look at all the trouble that it's been causing. This whole entire expansion pack was caused because the
Let's get
architect
started.
was trying to do these experiments. And these experiments were failing badly.
This should be easy enough.
Darkspawn, destroy the beast.
Get off of me! Let me out! There we go.
Right.
I think I can help with that.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
As you wish.
So I believe this should be the last one, I think. Or no, we should have one more after this. There's the last crystal. Yes, because from what I remember, this ability can only be... Yeah, the Architect, now an ally, can summon a powerful inferno to support your targeted area if friendly fire possible. Architect's Pyre. Yeah, so we needed the Architect's help for that one. Gather your party and venture forth. The nest. The mother.
If it isn't the hero of the hour, the slayer of the mighty father, come to claim a reward. Oh, what a delicious day.
What is that?
By the ancestors, do all brood mothers smell this bad? Creators preserve us. I have never seen such foulness.
Am I not beautiful?
No, you're ugly.
Has the Grey Warden come now to slay the mother too? Will she join the father in oblivion?
You're very no. That depends. I want some answers.
Answers? My, but you are brave. Once, beautiful music sang to us from the deep, called us near. We would search for that voice. But the father, he was flawed. He heard only a twisted shadow of it. He hated what it did to us. He said he wanted to free us, but all he brought us was silence. Dreadful silence. But now the father is gone. The mother can take her children deep into the earth and care for them, safe and sound.
Until the next time you send them to attack us again?
Oh, the mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down! Perhaps we will hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
Alright, let's do this. Oh god. That's a lot of child. That's a lot of grub. Oh god. Secret. You. Eat one. Now. God. What, is she dead? Did we kill her? Wow, she's dead already. Okay. Good job, team. After the deaths of both the architect and the mother, nearly all the remaining Darkspawn fled back into the Deep Roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end. Although some of the architect's disciples likely escaped into the Deep Roads with the rest of their brethren, they have, so far, shown no inclination towards vengeance against the Grey Wardens who killed their savior. Yet, the Deep Roads remain plagued by the Darkspawn, and it seems certain that in time, another blight will begin. The danger may have passed for now, but the cycle of the old gods continues. Word of the Grey Warden's heroic salvation of Amaranthine spread like wildfire. When the magnitude of the losses at Vigil's Keep came to light, sympathy drove generous donations from all over Ferelden into the region's coffers. Amaranthine was restored to her former glory within a year, Vigil's Keep in 5. How did we not do so well at Vigil's Keep? The Darkspawn messenger, set free after joining the Wardens in the Battle of Amaranthine, struck out on his own. The city soon buzzed with stories of a cloaked but lisping figure who aided travelers in danger. At the same time, reports of isolated cases of the Darkspawn disease emerged. No one connected the two. The Arling's peasants suffered greatly during the war, and suffered yet worse in the years that followed. Success at the first riot at Vigil's Keep emboldened them, and thus uprisings followed, often put down with brutality. Although the war devastated many farms in the Arling, all agreed the loss would have been greater without soldiers for protection. The farmholders developed a certain reverence for the Warden Commander, as well as an ongoing reliance on the Grey Wardens for order and protection. Vigil's Keep stood alone in the horde of the Darkspawn. The Mother's forces outnumbered the Vigil's defenders many times over, but the sturdy dwarven walls proved impervious to any boulder an ogre could throw. The Vigil soldiers, clad in silvery, each felled a dozen Darkspawn before they died. The Vigil held one night, then 2, then a week, and eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. The keep developed an almost mythic reputation, the few survivors immortalized in song and legend. Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their numbers soon. Soon, the Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with Wardens at its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Voldrick Glavenok stood on the battlements and pronounced that the defenses were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. Dark whispers of conspiracy against the Wardens fell silent after a rash of accidents and disappearances culminated in the apparent suicide of Ban Esmeralda. The nobles of Amaranthine remained dutiful. Some even suggested they were cowed into submission. Among the many legends that the Vigil spawned was one of the great heroes of the next age, a sheep herder turned soldier in the name of Sir Alec the Valiant, who eventually founded an order of knights that lasted 1,000 years. The commander's blade, Vigilance, crafted from the bones of an ancient dragon, was boldly stolen by Antivan crows. The blade changed hands many times thereafter, with some master swordsmen pursuing the weapon with their entire lives. Some claim that this legendary blade has had a life of its own, and that its power is steadily growing. Dwarking Glavenok further refined his lyrium sand explosive, but the Wardens employed after Qunari mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the Dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, they learned that says he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. The Vigil soldiers wearing the distinctive Silverite armor that Master Wade crafted came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Rodan's most revered military forces, a lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. With Vallana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of the militiamen and the merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighboring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. The clans reacted by giving the Winding Wood a wide berth, but both sides knew that at some point the elves will return for revenge. Shit, I missed one. Eventually, House Helmi decided that Kal Haral was too important to be abandoned. At a tremendous cost of Dwarven lives, they cleared the tunnels leading to Kal Haral of all Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Kal Haral was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly, settlers drifted into this region. Scholars said the veil was still thin, and thus the area still dangerous, but the people only cared that there were no longer frightened whispers in the shadows. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant and another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. The survivors of the siege at Vigil's Keep hailed Anders and his magic for holding back hundreds of the assaulting Darkspawn. In the ensuing victory celebration, the men dragged the mage to the fire to engage him in a drinking contest. Anders lost. Anders remained with the Grey Wardens for a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages. But when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. And yet, not 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order, even after the Wardens were his home and his lasting companions. Vallana never saw her clan again, but neither did she forsake her Dalish culture, not her sharp tongue nor her quick temper. After several years in the Grey Wardens, Vallana disappeared one day. Most surmised that she left for the Deep Roads to resume the search for her sister, but no one knows for sure. Over the next years, Nathaniel dedicated himself to the Order and to the clearing the blemishes on his family's name. After saving Tyrn Fergus Kuzland from a bandit attack, a portion of Amaranthian was returned to the house. Oh, that's good. Nathaniel passed the holding to the Dalish's son, to Lyla's son, and when a new castle was eventually built there, a statue of Nathaniel was erected in its courtyard. Justice fought valiantly at the battle for Vigil's Keep, but before the victory horn sounded, Darkspawn Sword removed Kristoff's head. It was, of course, unclear whether the spirit of justice perished or simply departed. At the least, Kristoff's wife, Aura, was finally able to claim her husband's ashes. With the mother dead, Sigrun seemed to lose her purpose. She withdrew from her friends and the Order and spoke to them less and less each day. One morning, Sigrun was simply absent, her bed made and her trunk emptied. A young recruit who had been up in the night said she had left for her calling, gone to finish what she started in Kal Haral. At Vigil's Keep, Oghren rallied a last-minute defense of the gate, taking on 2 ogres simultaneously. To allow others time to regain the courtyard. He eventually passed out from blood loss, And when he awoke weeks later, nobody was more surprised than he to discover he had been credited as a hero. Oghren continued to regale the young warden recruits with tales of his prowess in both battle and bed. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. At the Warden Commander's urging, Oghren took a more active role in his child's life. He visited Felsi often and wrote letters, which the Warden Commander graciously proofread nearly every week. As for the savior of Ferelden, she did not remain as Commander of the Grave for long. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern, and a blight well and truly over. It was time for her to move on. Some claimed the commander reunited with the red-haired bard known as Leliana, and that the adventurer took together still. And they ventured together still. The pair were spotted together in Denerim a year after the Blight's end. No matter the truth, the commander never did return to the Vigil's Keep. Okay, so there you go, Dragon Age Awakening. I'm still torn between if I should have killed the architect or not. I feel like it's gonna bite me in the ass in a later game. Be like, you know, you could have ended the Blight, but here's a second Blight that you have to defeat. I feel like that's gonna be my fault. But I stand by my decision, damn it. The Darkspawn are too bestial. They desire the song too much. They're too addicted to the song. I don't know, the ending was okay. It was quite... I didn't really even use all my abilities there, did I? My special abilities that I got? I didn't use all of them, I just now realized. Oh well, I didn't need to. I did love the armor sets. The armor sets in this game were very nice. And I love that they were actually armor sets and not just special armor. So, what's next? This game isn't over yet. There's still 2 more DLC that we have to do. Golems of Amgarok and The Witch Hunt. So, we're gonna do the Golems of Amgarok next. That's gonna pick up where this story leaves off. And then The Witch Hunt picks off where the Golems of Amgarok left off. Well, it doesn't pick up right where it left off. It picks up like some months or years after. So, yeah. If there's an after credit scene, which I don't believe there is, I will leave it in. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been the loving Miss Scarlet Fox. Please be sure to like the video, comment all the comments, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit. And I will see you guys in the next video.